And we begin our second half hour with expelled Republican lawmaker Liz Harris not getting her seat back.
She was ousted last month, and today the Maricopa County Board picked Republican Julie Willoughby to replace Harris in the East Valley House seat. Team 12 political insider Bram Resnick joins us now and reports that Harris's supporters did not go quietly. Bram?
Yeah, Mark, security was unusually heavy at today's special meeting of the Maricopa County Board. About a dozen MCSO sheriff's deputies lined the walls. Sheriff Paul Penzone was there too. Expelled lawmaker Liz Harris was rallying supporters to get her job back, but it didn't work.
I stand with the truth and I stand with integrity.
But Liz Harris is no longer standing in the House of Representatives, and she's not coming back.
I move that the board consider the appointment of Julie Willoughby.
Julie Willoughby is Chief Nursing Officer at Exceptional Community Hospital in Maricopa. She was sworn in later in the day as the new Republican House member for Legislative District 13, covering Chandler and parts of Gilbert.
And Godspeed to Miss Willoughby.
Supervisor Steve Gallardo, the lone Democrat on the five-member Maricopa County Board, said none of the three candidates for the vacancy met his standard.
Stand up publicly and say that our elections are safe, secure, and accurate. And until that is done, I cannot, in good faith, support a candidate.
Harris was the first choice of her Republican District Committee to fill the vacancy created when she was expelled from the House. The rabid election denier had used a Capitol hearing to promote a wild conspiracy linking top state officials to drug cartels.
This is not the appropriate place to be alleging.
Willoughby was pro-Trump and endorsed by Trump acolyte Kari Lake when she ran for the House seat last year. But she was the third choice of the district's Republican committee. After the board meeting ended, an enraged Liz Harris supporter had the last word.
You guys are treasonous. You thwarted the will of the people once again.
And coming up on Monday, the county board will fill the Democratic state Senate seat vacated by Raquel Taran. Taran is running for Congress. Mark?
Well, Bram, we didn't want to let this 70th anniversary of 12 News go by without talking to you about your history here. More than 20 years reporting on our airwaves, and you've interviewed over the years so many political figures, including the late Senator John McCain.
Yeah, we're going to see some video in just a second. You know, you're going to see the first of my many interviews with Senator McCain. Wait, who is that guy?
I do like the hair.
Yeah.
I like the perm.
Me too. It wasn't a perm, Karibe. I believe that was my first live TV interview. Now, remember, I came over to 12 News from the Arizona Republic. I'd spent almost 20 years working for newspapers. This was all new to me, but here's why I've never forgotten that interview. McCain really schooled me. I noticed he was cheating by reading the questions on the teleprompter before I asked them. Now, we got to a tough question, and before I could ask it, he finished his answer to the previous question, then very quickly thanked me for the interview, and it was over. Never got to ask the tough question. These days, I joke, I've been around so long, I'm interviewing the children of the people I've covered, and so it was a real treat last December to interview the senator's son, Jack McCain, John Sidney McCain IV. It was about his work helping Afghan refugees, and Mark, the old man, would be proud.
And Bram, of course, I remember being with you in Washington, D.C. and Annapolis when Senator McCain passed, and he was a great man and a great Arizonan.
That was another event I will never forget.
Same for me.
It was remarkable.
Well, here's to your next 20 years, Bram.
Thanks so much, Mark, and good hair.
Yeah. Thanks.